Casemiro is injured and he's out for the game of Liverpool that we're going to be playing today. No surprise is going to come because the Brazilian Football Association is going to come out and issued a statement yesterday night. And for those that really watched my live video in the morning, I came up and really told you that it's confirmed Casemiro is really out, and Erik ten Hag will give us more details about the injury of this Brazilian international. Welcome to this channel. This is the this is the United Matters channel. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokan David. You can as well call me Aradi. I bring you the story of Casemiro and his replacement Amrabat speaking out ahead of this, and lastly we are gonna hear from Erik ten Hag on what he's saying about this game of football against Liverpool and how he was gonna hit to declare it as a do or die game for the club of Man United. Let's see close to 100 likes. Smash on this video. Don't forget to subscribe. After subscribing, hit the notification bell. That will enable you to get notified every time I upload the video onto this channel. Now, the Muslims, Ramadan Mubarak, and the Christians, we cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Those who have been at church, welcome back. And those that have gone here to pray from home, God is omniscient, right? You can exalt him from anywhere on this world. Now, let's start it off with this guy, all with a story coming in through from Brazil. It was reported yesterday night that Casemiro has pulled out of the Brazilian squad due to injury. That's what the Brazilian Football Association came out and really put up. They went ahead to throw in another long article about this, and they said the coach of the Brazilian team, Dorival Jr., announced this Saturday on the 16th of March that the call-up of striker Pepe from FC Porto, he was called up to replace Casemiro from Man United, who was cut off due to injury and is out of the friendlies against England and Spain on March 23rd and 26th, respectively. We have just received a report from Dr. Rodrigo Lasma from a pre-list made by the Brazilian national team's technical committee with 50 names. 13 of them were already away due to injury at their clubs. Unfortunately, we also lost Casemiro. Therefore, Pepe from FC Porto, a native striker who now plays as a midfielder, is called up in the for you, and Dorival went ahead to explain. So, a replacement has already been named for Casemiro for the Brazilian national team, and Casemiro is out. Now, for a person who supports Man United, I feel really, very disgruntled, because these were the three players that we are really waiting for our season to kickstart off. It was Lisandro Martinez, Casemiro, and Luke Shaw. Unfortunately, they never lasted. The only player that lasted for so long, ever since they returned, was Casemiro, and he has not gone ahead to obviously play or be fit for 3 months. Remember, he made the bench when you're playing against Tottenham Hotspur. That was, I think, on the 7th, right? Around the 7th, that's when he really made the bench. And after making the bench, he never really played in that game and returned when you're playing against Wolverhampton Wanderers, and that really made a lot of sense for the club of Man United. And however much the other 12 been away, Casemiro has been giving us, all covering us up in the stadium area, shielding the back four with his experience, and he saw to it that we needed his experience and his braveness to score the goal that saw United go to the quarterfinals, the game that we're going to play today, as we knocked out Nottingham Forest. You remember that free kick that was put in by Bruno Fernandes, and Casemiro made the near post run and headed that ball into the back of the net. So that shows you that we are going to miss him a lot. He's joining Lisandro Martinez and Luke Shaw. For Lisandro Martinez, 30th this month is expected to return as we play out Brentford. That will be a very huge boost for the club of Man United, as he's one of those players that Ten Hag builds his style of play on. And Tyrell Malacia is also expected to make some huge surprises after the international break. But today we will come back. Harry Maguire, Bissaka, Mason Mount, Rasmus Højlund and Tom Heaton, 5 players are expected to return and they're yet to be confirmed. Now, for Casemiro, you're going to miss that player who really brings in that set-piece threat into the opponent's area. A man that makes interceptions, a good game reader, very much composed in here for you. So it's really hard for us to obviously come in through and really say that it's really one of those losses that are really going to be best on for us to lose the game of Liverpool. But when you're at Old Trafford, you anticipate that we will rise up to the occasion. But we wish him a quick recovery. But I just can't wait to see what Ten Hag is going to say about his return. Because for me, that's the most important bit about it. Because when is he returning? The most important bit of it all is his return. Because you cannot cry for spoiled milk. But we need to know which type of injury is Casemiro really having and what the assessment is really going to be. And if I really can keep him out for 2 weeks, you know, and returns when they're playing against Brentford, that will be really great for the club of Man United because we will be needing that, especially for him to return as we play those remaining 10 games. His experience is really huge. We need it. And to me, he had just gone ahead to start clicking in with the entire squad. But I'm not going to moan a lot because I know if Ten Hag really gets it right, especially as far as the team selection is concerned, gets it right, then we will really look good. I remember Amrabat going ahead to play with Kobe Mainoo away at Anfield and really looked good. And this is the kind of player that I think Ten Hag should start because of his energy levels and how he does the job. So for me, I call upon for Ten Hag to obviously start Kobe Mainoo and Amrabat into the double pivot of Man United as we take on the side of Liverpool today. I know most of you are really backing me up with this because I don't want to see Eriksen starting that midfield. I don't want to see Scott McTominay starting that double pivot. I don't want to see it happen. I want to see Amrabat pairing with Kobe Mainoo into that midfield because that's the only way. But I'm really doubtful that Ten Hag is going to really get in Amrabat because he rarely gives him a go into these games of football as he's the only CDM that we are having that can come through and really take on that position to play alongside Kobe Mainoo. Now, after that, we really go to see what the player that we expect Ten Hag is going to come in through to put in there to replace him against Liverpool. That is Sofyan Amrabat and what he has to say about this Emirates Cup encounter. He says, it's the do or die, all the hit, all get eaten. So we have to be ready. We have to be prepared. It was like I said, the pool is strong, but they want to win and we want to win too. It's not easy to get the result at Anfield, but we played well and it was a 0-0 result. I think it's a very good and important point, but now we play at home against them. We want to win the game. So to me, I think it's a very nice game. That's what Sofyan Amrabat is really saying. He's coming in through to replace Casemiro, and I'll be furious if Ten Hag doesn't really start this lad because he has all the attributes that require him to start into that game of football, and he knows exactly how to deal with this midfield because he played against it before when you're playing at Anfield. Remember, it was Obaslai, McAllister, and Endo. So I would love to see Sofyan Amrabat coming in through to play to that game of football. But he has said they want to win and they are playing at home because we know the crowd is going to be really rocking and Liverpool are really going to feel how hard it is to play at Old Trafford tonight or this evening. The game is coming in through in the next 4 hours from now, from the time of recording, and hope you guys are really going to enjoy that beautiful encounter. But he has been having a very struggling time at Man United, but I know the manager is really having nothing to do apart from really getting him in. And for Amrabat, he can obviously overturn the situation at Man United, as far as the story is already concerned, that he's being linked away to a move from Man United, and United have gone ahead to make their decision for not making his loan permanent. So if he wants to overturn this, everything is up and ready for him. He can overturn it in a nick of time in the remaining 11 games we are remaining with, starting with the one against Liverpool, putting up a show and going ahead to do the needful and show us that he's really good to go when he returns from the Morocco international break to play against Brentford. Because if he puts in a shift today, Ten Hag won't have no reason to hurry Casemiro back. So all he has to do is he should take his chances today. He's going to be given a very good go into this beautiful game of football, and he has to show us that he is the Amrabat that we signed from Atalanta on a loan, and he should really be moving places and places and places. So we leave it at that, and let's close it up with the manager's remarks as far as this is concerned. The manager said on Liverpool, everyone is highly motivated. Everyone knows that it's a huge game. Emirates FA Cup quarterfinal football is do or die. So the manager is like sending a message to his players that you should come out expecting to put your bodies on the line, and we need to knock out Liverpool because we have to play them into the league very soon. Sorry about that. And as we play them in the league, we will have to obviously stop them from winning the league, because if we beat them today and we beat them again at Old Trafford, I think on the 7th, that will be something great for us, and we'll be jubilant about it, because we would have gone ahead to get them out of the FA Cup, and they will no longer be talking about a quadruple, right? And when you really beat them on the 7th of April, that will mean that they've gone ahead to drop 3 points, and Man City and Arsenal, if at all they've been gone ahead to be winning their games, they will be really some points ahead of them. So that is the job we have ahead of us today, and Ten Hag has gone ahead to call it a do or die. It's a huge game, and everyone is highly motivated. The players are in high gear to win this game of football. Rasmus Hojlund returning. The big question is he gonna start? That is the big question coming in through from with the fans of Man United. So guys, your thoughts on Casemiro injured are welcome in the comment section below. Sofian Amrabat ready to replace him in the tie of Liverpool. What do you make about it? And Erik ten Hag saying that everyone is highly motivated to take on the side of Liverpool. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokan David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. The Muslims, Barak, Laufikum, and Ramadan Mubarak.